What's up, everybody? Yeah. What's up? How we doing? Shout out to you guys. Holy smokes, Bitcoin. Space Invader in the chat. What's up, brother? Good to see you here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on with Bitcoin, man? Holy smokes. I'm at work, right? And I hear dump. And I'm like, no, nah, really? And look at what happened. Holy smokes, Macintosh City. 7% drop on Bitcoin. Wow. Holy smokes. Well, I hope someone got a short. I know Felix in our Discord is in a short. So shout out to him. He's like, oh, it's only 30x leverage. Well, you're in it. That's awesome. Congratulations. Now, we were talking about this hibernation zone down below here. We've had this big line on our charts for quite some time. Hibernation zone, CME gap, old range high, volume, and we came down. Bang on 1K down. When I woke up, took me a few minutes to process what had happened. I know, I was on lunch break and it just went bye. Wow. Okay. So why did this happen, right? WTF? What the heck's going on? We got to answer some questions for some people. There's multiple explanations floating around that I've seen. So we'll look at those. We'll look at what levels are going to be traded, what to expect next, what's going on with Bitcoin. Have we seen a 1, 2, 3 downwards move? 1, 2, 3. And are we looking to come back up and go higher, or are we headed for the basement? That's the question, right? So what I have come to learn is that Mt. Gox is an old crypto exchange. For all us boomers out there who were talking about Bitcoin back in the day, the boomer coin, we were all part of this Mt. Gox thing. That was an exchange, and you know what? It's no longer. But what's happening is they're allowing people to get their funds back, their Bitcoin back. Either they're giving cash back or they're giving Bitcoin back. So this is happening within a week. So maybe prices reacting to that. People are taking Bitcoin out. Maybe they're cashing in. There's a bunch of money to be had from Mt. Gox. So that's one thing I've heard. Secondly, I've heard that Coinbase went down today. Coinbase, about half an hour prior to the dump, went down. Could this be it? There's so much news. There's so much FUD. There's an Altcoin Daily video that has talked about Ethereum being unstaked, being pushed back. Now, Ethereum is being pushed back a month. They're allowing unstaking a month later. Can this hurt Ethereum because the SEC is out to get them for staking, right? The US does not like this staking thing, and they're trying to find some way to defeat crypto, right? Right. So, as a trader, we were expecting something like this. Not this dramatic. Not as dropping the ceiling down on our heads. Not just falling through a trap door. We were expecting lower lows. Now on this channel, we have been talking about this bearish divergence on the 3 and the 2 day that is very significant, that can bring us down 40%. Well, guess what? We just did 13. We just did another 7, right? Where does 40% bring us? Oh, that's ugly, isn't it? That's ugly all the way below our lows. That means we'd be putting in a lower low here and the bottom is not in. Now, I am one who doesn't believe the bottom is in. I believe that the bottom will come in somewhere around March. And to prove that, I have this little chart here. And this chart I've been drawing for quite a long time. I've been drawing it way back when we dropped all the way through here. But this is kind of my like forecasting ideas kind of chart. And my bottom is around 12.5. But we need to be patient. We need to see what the chart gives us. I am a scalp trader / day trader. So I'm not worried too much about grabbing a top up here. I'm just trading the ranges and letting trades run and making my profits that way. But we always need to take a bigger look at the bigger picture in order to see which way price is going to go so that we can maximize our profits when trading. Does that make sense? Preserving capital and maximizing profits is what we're all about here. If you haven't, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, now guys, ladies and gentlemen, we hit 200 subscribers today. 200, the big 200 subscribers. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We're growing rapidly. We have great people, a great community, and we're out here growing exponentially while Bitcoin is dumping, which is amazing, So I'm so grateful to you guys for making this possible. I'm here every day after work, after a hard day. I was laying bricks today. I'm a carpenter and I was laying bricks today. But anyways, I got home. I'm like, I'm going to make a video because we got to make a video every single day for you guys to keep you informed and keep you updated on the price. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to everybody here and all the support. Thank you. Okay, now back to the charts, because this is what you want. This is why we're here. Do we got a CME gap? No CME gaps, okay? We always check in the CME, seeing if we can get a CME gap to be filled. We've called a couple of them, and they have been filled quite nicely, and we've made some nice profits. We're always checking the CME gappage, okay? Now we can see Bitcoin dominance has dropped dramatically with this. Bang, another 1% down. Bitcoin dominance, it is bouncing off this level here. We can clearly see it was respected from before. So Bitcoin dominance is down. People are taking their money out of Bitcoin, right? We have had this massive move down with the red blood diamond. Now, how could we have gotten into this move? Now, for me, I was not expecting this at all. On the 1 hour here, we can see that price was moving absolutely sideways. Now, there is something that helps us when price is moving sideways. When we don't have a lot of volume, when we don't have a lot of volatility, and price is sideways. You can see the volume, flat as flat can be, right? And then boom, drops us on ahead. Well, we do have this thing, and it's called coinalyze.net. Now, make sure that you get coinalyze.net. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I'll pop it out here. Coinalyze.net. You see right here, get an account. It's free. It's free. So you got no excuse. It's free. Now we can see here if we add beautiful Bitcoin price right here. Bitcoin on Bybit, right? And then I got to zoom out for you guys so that you guys can see. We can see that price is working its way slowly. It's sideways. This is a 1 minute, by the way. This is 1 minute, but we can see it's sideways, right? It's sideways. Not a lot of price action, right? Not a lot of price action. But guess what? We got open interest coming up as price is dropping. We got a divergence, which means that there's someone up here. Jason Casper talks about this all the time. This is where I learned this from, is that there's someone up here accumulating the longs, right? People are longing, and there's some guy up here, some whale absorbing it, and then boom, drops the price. We got a divergence. So as it's looking to come up, we get the open interest coming up and the price coming down, and guess what? The divergence plays out and it dumps on our head. So add open interest, add the CVD, and keep this on your charts for when price is going sideways. This is your best friend, okay? This is your best friend that's gonna say, hey, there might be a little play out here, and then back test it. Look at when price is moving a certain direction. Look, we got price pumps up here, right? Price pumps up, flat. What do we got here? A divergence again. We got open interest coming down, CVD coming up, right? Divergence again, down, up. price pumps, right? So you can figure this out. It's normally typically follows what CVD does. So if open interest is coming down and CVD is going up, price will typically go up. If open interest is coming up and CVD is coming down, price will typically come down, right? So that's between these two, but when price is doing it and open interest is doing it, we got to dump. So you can backtest this. You can use this to add it to your strategy and help you become more profitable traders and get into that. But I don't trade on my phone because I stopped doing that because it gets me wrecked. Phone trading is not healthy for Alex O Crypto, so we stay away from it. I was not home. I do not have coinalliance.net on my phone, and I did not get into this trade. Now, am I upset? Nah, because there's more price, right? There's more price action to be had. Grab your coffee after work, your Java, your Otter Java. Shout out to the Otter gang. Much love to every single one of you out there supporting the channel. And join us in the Discord. It's a free Discord. We're always in there. We're always giving the TA. We're constantly trying to help. And we're pretty good. I'd say we're pretty good. You know, I throw up my signals. They're free. We've had some good calls. We've had some missed calls. But most of the time, we're pretty bang on. And we got some good traders in there. So don't forget to join us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So now, what is the plan for Bitcoin? So we're going to go through. We got the 2-day bearish divergence, right? Brought us down. We're almost at the zero line with the 2-day. The 3-day, it's still got a lot of room. We got money flow in the green though, so be careful here. And then on the 4-day, tons of room to come down, right? We're looking for the money flow here to curl down, which it has, right? You see it's curling down now. So money is coming out of the markets, which is bearish. You know, when you see the money flow and it starts to peak, like it has here, it's starting to peak and it's starting to roll, then that is bearish. You can see with the peaks here, peak here, peak here, peak here, and eventually it rolls, right? Eventually it rolls and it will give you those beautiful confluences, right? It took a little bit. It started to roll here, but once it started to roll, it worked its way down, money flow came out, and then boom, we were off to the races with this pump, right? That was in the previous pump. So now we're looking to do the opposite where, guess what? The VWAP is below the zero line. Money flow is starting to come out on these longer term time frames, and we need to be careful, right? We need to be careful. Red X on the 2-day. Yikes, right? The daily, well, the daily has been green. You can see after this pump, it stayed green. It stayed green, but look how steep. That's like, you know, the Mount Everest kind of stuff. That is steep. Nomad Dad in the chat. 200 subs. Big dump. What a day. Shout out to you, Nomad Dad. Are you withdrawing your Bitcoin off of Mount Gox? That's what I want to know. Nomad Dad, the market mover. Shout out to you, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Just throwing up the Otter Gang symbols in the chat. Thank you for being here. So we can see how steep this is on the daily, right? We can see how steep this is on the daily. And obviously, we're going to be looking for this bullish divergence. Now, what would that be? That would be some sort of price. Higher highs and lower highs, but we haven't seen it come that low yet in order to give us that beautiful bull div that we're looking for, right? So we need to be patient. Nomad Dad's apologizing for dropping the market on us. You know what? He just wanted us all to fill up our crypto bags and accumulate some more before price goes to the moon, because that's what we do. Price goes down, oh well, I'll buy some more, right? If you're bullish on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, long-term, 2 to 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, whatever, buying right now is a great opportunity. Buying right now is a great opportunity if that's your belief. Not financial advice, but for me it is. For me it's a good opportunity, right? And I am slowly dollar cost averaging into most things. So we're looking at this now and we can see we got this massive dump. Now what gave this away? Well, we can see first of all on these middle term time frames, right? I can see a very clear downtrend here that was broken right? Downtrend here. That's kind of sharp, followed by a flag, right? Now we can see if we're pattern traders, and this should be more straight, right? Downtrend here brought us down. Healthy retracement to the golden pocket. If we pull this to here, we can see it bounce perfectly off the golden pocket. So we got move up, bounce. We're looking for a move up again, right? Didn't get the volume we needed. Bear flagged it out, right? The bear flag typically drops. So what happened? It dropped, right? So it has come down to key levels of support. Key as in quiche. Key as in make sure that you add these levels to your chart. We've had these levels marked out for quite some time now, right? Quite some time. And you can see we are slowly trying to get a bullish divergence on the 14. Can we get it? Well, we'll see. Let's go down to the 12. We're looking for something like this, down and up. We don't really have it yet because we do not have any confirmation here yet. If we continue lower, this will not be. If we do one here, it can be a very slight one, but let's be patient on that. We do have this here that can be hidden, but it's not a divergence. So we'll keep an eye on that. But right now, sounds like a buy signal. I'm selling the farm and buying back in. Go Nomad Dad. Go Nomad Dad. Firm believer. So it looks like bear flag and it looks like we got dumped on, right? Obviously. So what are these levels that I'm talking about? Well, hibernation zone. We've been talking about the hibernation zone because I'm a bit of a bear for now. I'm a bit of a bear. Too much FUD in the air. FUD in the air. Maybe we can make an intro video. FUD in the air. Beatbox sometimes on this channel. So FUD is in the air. And we did give these setups, right? We did give this level here that we came up to dump on at 23.8. We have been giving multiple levels throughout this movement here that would have helped you easily get into this trade. Now, I know some people did get into this trade. People were scalping this range, but these are the key levels. Now, why is this hibernation zone CME gap? Blah, 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 blah. Old range high volume. Well, old range high. Yeah, look. Hello, FTX dumpage, right? Huge level of support. Also, entry into this giant orange box. Now, what is this giant orange box? You may say it's what we traded as soon as we dumped from that Celsius kind of bearish news. We dumped like wowzas and we came down into this area and we traded it ever since June. Okay, so this is significant. This was our range. We ranged in between this range for quite some time, and now we are tapping on the door again. So this is our level, the hibernation zone. This is the entry to that zone. Now, will we get pulled back into it? That is the question, and that would be extremely bearish. But first of all, we need to break these lows. So I am still bullish. Can you believe it? After that dump, I am still bullish, right? Because we haven't broken this structure down here. Not yet, right? Why is this structure down here so important? Well, that would mean that we have put in a significant lower low. If we take off this market and we look at this, we can see that we've come up, we've come down, and guess what? We're still not below this low, right? If we can drop below it, I am flipping. I'm flipping to the dark side. I'm going red. This is going to turn red, right? But we'll stay green right now. We'll keep our sentiment green, and we'll keep an eye on that. Now, how could we have gotten into this trade? That's how you ask, because we want to trade, right? We want to pull some fibs. We want to get some levels. We want to get confluence. We want to get things telling us that, hey, Alex O Crypto said this level should be respected. This level should hold price up. He's marked out these levels for some reason or the other, and he said, hey, they might get respected. Well, why does he have them on his chart? Well, this is why. Because we find confluences. We find areas that are strong, areas that are going to show us why price is going to respect them. We can pull our POCs, we can get value area lows, but most of all, we can find zones that price wants to have a reaction at. That's what we want. We want to find bear divs, bull divs, exhaustion, failure to get through an area. These kind of things will give us an idea to better understand the market, right? Right now, we should be looking for a bullish divergence in order to return price back up with such a hefty drop. We should not be looking to short just yet, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, right? This is not financial advice, but we are here to help each other find confluence throughout these areas. Now, I have moved some of these around. We have the middle of this. I find that price likes to work its way. Okay, big drop down. It likes to work its way back to the middle of the range and take out this previous area here. Maybe people just got into a short. They come up and grab liquidity, right? It's not just going to move straight down, even though it moved straight down. Price likes to move up and down, right? And we're supposed to try and catch the highs by the lows, right? So right now we're looking for price to retrace. Where would the retracement level be? If I hide this here, I can pull a fib from the top of this range to the bottom of this range, and I would look for the 0.5. I can even come down and pull this from here, and I believe that would be even better. So this is a box that I would add to my charts just to know that price could work its way back up to here at 23K, right? 23K parte, which is now a level of resistance for price because we've blasted through it. It didn't even flinch. It just blasted right through this. Thank you, Mt. Gox. Thank you, Ethereum. Thank you, SEC. Thank you, FUD. Drop the price. Who knows where it's going to go next? But we're trying to find the levels for entries, right? We're trying to see that, hey, price stayed above here. Why is that? Can we look at maybe a volume profile within here, right? We got the value area high here. We got a point of control right here. Ooh, we didn't come down and touch that, right? So we know there is volume down below here. The question is, how much of it is there? There's a volume node here, right? That's why we have this marked out. We know the previous highs if we look to the left. So we have major confluences throughout the charts. Now, if we pull a swing low of the entire range all the way to the top here, maybe, look at that. We get a golden pocket. So could this be a total retracement? Absolutely. We did get the 786 one here, but that was not from there. That was from here, which was more of a golden pocket as well. So these are things to be checking, things to be adding to your charts. And obviously looking at patterns, looking at trends, looking at news, keeping yourself informed and practicing good risk management is what it's all about. If we can practice good risk management and take fewer trades with more confluence, I promise you we'll get better. And I promise you you'll be able to grow an account, right? Slowly over a period of time. Because if you have good risk management and you only risk a small amount every time and you're winning 50% of the time, well, you're going to be profitable, right? You're going to be profitable because it's not about winning every single time. It's about managing risk, managing your capital, not over leveraging, especially when you're new. And it's about practicing and getting better at entries, getting better at doing your own TA, getting confluences, coming to the charts with a fresh mind and attacking them with some courage and some clarity and a clear mind in order to become profitable. Okay? So, 3 hour. This, to me, is what I was looking at the most when I was going back over my charts. Because I always like to see, why did we get this move? Why did we get this move? Because the 4 hour doesn't give me blah, blah, two tops, right? Two tops, nothing here. But if I go to the 3 hour, I get a nice, beautiful bearish divergence, right? So I got a bearish divergence here, right? I got price, stochastic and RSI splitting quite a lot up here. You can see the split. Heavy move down, right? Did I get a lot of volume? Let's look at that. Well, volume came up and spiked here, right? So that means it's a harder rejection. If volume is moving up and spiking, you can see that clearly here that this was a heavy rejection. More volume, more people trading, right? And a little bit of more volume can mean quite a significant move, especially when they're defending a high or protecting a low, right? You can see here, protecting a low, higher volume, much higher than this one, right? So these are things you can add for confluence, right? People are also beginning to discover that Bitcoin is not private and is confiscatable. I like that word. People can take your Bitcoin. You got to be careful, right? Especially these exchanges. Got to be careful. Not your keys, not your crypto. Be careful. Thank you so much for being here again, Arya Sid. I wish I could pronounce your name properly, but I'm gonna call you Arya because you were here yesterday. I appreciate everything, and I appreciate you being here. You're part of the 200. If you're subscribed, you're part of the 200, right? So thank you so much for being here. So this is my idea of how I would have gotten into this. So this divergence, the wide RSI, the volume spike, right? And obviously money flow is in the red here, so it means that we're pretty bearish, right? So these are multiple confluences, right? Also, we had the confluence when we pull up our levels, we can see that we had this level marked out as a range to be respected. Why was this to be respected? Well, with this range over here to the left, this was our highs and our lows of this range. You can see that that's a range. It worked its way up and down that range until it broke out, right? So that was our previous lows, but now it got flipped to resistance. So this became our new range. So I'll grab this one. You can see this became our new range right here. So we take the lows and we add a little box above it, right? So these lows all the way through, right? We add a little box above it, and now it becomes our resistance. So price is going to try and punch through here, and it made multiple attempts, and it failed, right? So we had that level beautifully ready to be traded, right, at 23.89, right? And I actually shorted from here once or twice throughout this. So multiple respects, right? So, hey, follow one. What's up, brother? Let's go. Just talking about how we would have gotten into this crazy short, right? I missed it. I was at work, but there are multiple ideas here. And the 3 hour is kind of the tall tale of how we could have gotten into this, right? So obviously Mt. Gox happened with the release of Bitcoin and paying people back. Finally, Ethereum has pushed their release date for the unstaking to April. The SEC is going after Kraken and all these other people for staking their coins, right? And Coinbase was down for quite a bit today. I believe it was half an hour before the dump happened. So multiple bad news, multiple things in the market that could have put in a lot of FUD, a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt into these markets, right? So we're trying to understand how this happened, trying to stay informed, trying to get everybody to understand that, Bitcoin, it moves. Look at this. Like, it moves, right? It moves, right? We have what goes up must come down, right? And we like to find equilibrium within the charts, right? Big move up, big move down. We've had that equilibrium. Can we continue to work our way up? Because we have not, I repeat, we have not broken these lows here. We have come up, down, and down. We are still in bullish market structure, right? We're still in bullish market structure. Also, with the sideways action, we had open interest coming up on coinalyze.net for free. We had open interest coming up with price coming down, which was a divergence, which would be an indication for a dump, right? So we also talked about that. Multiple signals, right? On Twitter, we have people, CoinsKid. If you don't follow CoinsKid, follow CoinsKid. He does great TA, right? He was talking about Bitcoin 123 pattern. He's also talking about how he's also talking about how we haven't broken specific levels yet in order to be bearish yet. So we have the Gaussian channel rejected from the middle of the Gaussian channel. I believe this is like the 20, the 50, and the 100 EMA. We have not dropped below those, and seeing that if they'll hold as well, right? So other people, other good YouTubers are also looking at this stuff too, which, I mean, go over to Coins Kid crew. They're pretty awesome. Great channel. Very, very good at describing how am I forgetting this? Elliott wave theory. There it is. Elliott wave theory. 1, 2, 3 with five movements in between, right? So we got a 1, 2, 3 pattern, and in between that we can have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Within those 1, 2, 3 patterns, right? I haven't done a lot of it, but I know about it. So Elliott wave theory, very helpful. So Cheeky Crypto also does Elliott wave theory really well if you want to learn a little bit about that. So support and resistance, back to what we do here, and that is looking at levels and how to get into them. So let's go in and get some trade ideas for you guys and help you guys understand that, okay, we have had a move down. Is price going to work its way back up, right? Is price going to work its way back up? Well, we have the middle of this channel here, which is respected, right? So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to drag this down a bit just so that it's in this POC of the local. I'm going to put a price on it, which I already have, which is at 23,000. Let's bring it up just so it's a whole number. Remember, if you're close to a whole number, always make it the whole number, because people like typing 23,000. It's mental. It is a mental statistical. 23K. Much easier than 23,123, right? Make sense? Okay. So we're looking for price to continue downwards, right? Big downwards move. Well, our first level of support is obviously these lows here, right? So we have these lows here. We have the value areas from before. So we're going to pull our value areas across. We're going to get confluence. Okay, so we got a volume node here. So in between here is where we're looking for price to go, right? The bottom of here, we'll be looking for a long, because we don't want it to come below here, is 21,577, right? 21,577. Maybe we can pull something else to give us more confluence. Let's try. So we'll pull this across and we'll look, and we can see that we have this big volume spike that we bounced off of perfectly, right? So let's look for a double bottom there, right? Let's look for a double bottom. Let's put this price indicator right around this quick spike here at 21,750. So 21,750 is where I'd be looking for a bounce first off. And then obviously we have this volume node here that scares the living bejesus out of me. Is that fair to say? But we'll be adding the lower areas where price can go now. Now I'm not extremely bearish yet. I'm waiting for it to break this key level down here around 21,351, right? This is the make or break zone. I did not mean to click that. Sorry about that. But this is the make or break zone. I do have an alarm set at 21,877 if you want to copy that. It's always important to set alarms, right? It's always important to set alarms. I will add one here. Add alert. Crossing only once. I like to do, I always like to do, always, where the heck is it? Once per bar, notifications turned on, all that good stuff. Have we all hit this thumbs up for the otter, man? You're utterly fantastic, Nomad Dad. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. We do have an alarm set here. Oh, it's on. It's set on. I don't want, see, cancel. Can we cancel the alarm? Oh man, I messed this up. Yes. We want to add the horizontal back. This is the POC local, right? Make sure you label certain things that we have to get, especially when it's called a hibernation zone. We came up with that, I don't know where, but add alert. Here we go. Every time. That's what I was looking for before. Every time. We want to be notified every time it comes up to this level, because then we can short it, and we'll call this the shorting. Look, shorting, question mark. Always put a question mark because that makes you think a bit more. I find that helps me. I don't know about you. Long question mark, shorting question mark. So let's zoom in. Let's zoom in and make sure that we have what we need in order to trade this. Volume, I'm sure, has died down. We are getting a red blood diamond now on the lower term time frames, right? Can we get a move down? Can we get a move down? This to me is obviously bear flagging. It's pretty clear. You know, it's actually very sideways. It's very sideways. Can we continue downwards, right? Can we continue and test these lows, right? It's not looking good for the Bitcoin. It's not looking good. So I'll be looking to short. If it does pop up, though, remember the retrace level, right? If it does pop up, we got this retrace level here. And halfway through the candlesticks, that always tends to like to be respected. VWAP has dropped down, right? We have support and resistance lines further up, but VWAP has dropped down, and it's now holding price down as well. So be careful out there. Let's look at the S&P 500. Now, this is what's going to confuse everyone, and actually confused me when I looked at the S&P 500. Well, guess what? It didn't have a bad day. It didn't. Oh, so Bitcoin dumps, and the S&P, actually, we've drawn this out, and it popped up today. It's popped up to almost back up to 4K, right? We have this drawn out. We're looking for it to work its way down this trend line, and it hasn't done so yet. It's popped up. So can it continue downwards because of all this bearish news? So we've had an opposite day. Bitcoin has dropped due to news, in my opinion. S&P holding strong, moving back up, right? S&P is not strong in my books until it's above this key level of support, which we'll actually mark that out just in case you guys want it. Is that 471? You can see the highs over here to the left, right? It's happened multiple times. You can see the highs over here to the left. It's come up, punched through, and then dropped back down, and it's never returned to it, right? Same with here. Never returned to it, right? Started up here, right? Never returned to it. So you can see multiple times how this has happened, and history repeats itself. So that's what we're looking for, what to happen, just in case you're wondering why that box is there. So, and then we have the Dixie. Dixie's pumping like crazy. Look at the Dixie go. Wow. So Dixie, if people are holding on to their dollars and we're up in this level right now, then holy smokes, watch out, risk assets. Watch out, because if people are not spending their dollars, they're not putting it into crypto. I'll tell you that much, right? So we need to be cautious here. We need to protect ourselves and use good risk management, especially when we're trading cryptocurrency. I mean, Bitcoin is respectable and it does follow TA very well, but we like to trade it because it's volatile, right? Remember that. We like these big moves. If you caught this move, you're giggling, right? You're having a great day, right? If you missed the move, maybe you have a bit of FOMO, which we talk about. You know, there's always more trades to be had, right? But with good risk management, we preserve our capital and we're able to trade the next day, right? See, I was in a short on Matic right here. It came up and knocked me out. I always put a highlighter dot to where my trades were. I was in a short yesterday. It came down. It popped up, knocked me out. Look at that. That would have been juicy. That would have been juicy. But guess what? It's done. It's done, right? Whew. That would have been another 8% gain, right? It's done. Delete it, right? So looking at Matic, it's bounced off the bottom here. We're looking for it to come down, and work its way down to this $1 mark. That is significant. We also have a couple of lines along the way, but we all have to be careful here. So right now, with risk assets, look at Ethereum. It's come right back down to this key level that we were given the other day. I mean, you can't really call it any better than that. Like if we zoom in, I mean, we came literally within 25 cents. Let's go. 200 subs. Hit the sub button because we out here giving levels for everybody to follow in order to become profitable and happy-go-lucky traders who can sleep at night rather than checking our phones to make sure that the trade is going our way. Right? Good risk management, a healthy mindset can always breed success in trading, right? That's what we're here to do. So obviously the markets are very much down today, right? Great day to dollar cost average, in my opinion. Great day. Great day. Let's add to the bags. Be careful out there and be kind to yourself, right? Be kind to yourself. Because we're in here to secure profits and help each other become profitable. But we're also here to be kind to one another, grow a community. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. I mean, we're at 200 subscribers in a couple months. You guys have been nothing but amazing. We got more stuff coming your way. We got shorts. We got, I mean, on my calendar here, we got time frame, trends, zones, market cipher, A, B, C, SR, tutorial videos. We have mindset videos every week. So thank you so much to you guys for helping me out, by helping each other out. So join us in the Discord, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you guys so much, man. I sometimes it like tickles me pink. I went and bought like an arm. I went and bought a ring light. Like I had no idea. I just wanted to help you guys with what I'm doing. I share everything that I do on the daily to help myself extract profits, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So thank you guys. I'm gonna do my best to help you guys. That's my promise to you guys, and it's all for free. Obviously, you just take it and run. So thank you so much. God bless you guys. Stay safe out there, and let's get them in another one. Let's get those trades, friends. Peace. Thank you, Darren. Much love, Mrs. Otter. I think I like Darren more today. Just kidding.